Very quick update. I've got a fan installed. The wire I've used was the wire that went up to my lights, so I've moved my lights temporarily. They're just slung up here, little rope lights, and they're running off that 12-volt socket until I can get the relay put back in. I'm about to take the relay out, relocate the lights, put them back on the switch because they're not on the switch anymore, remote, and that's the thermostat control for the fan, and that's wired in with a 2 amp fuse there, temporarily going into the positive and negative on the battery. The 10 amp fuse there. That 10 amp fuse is for the charge controller. I've got to go to work in like 10 minutes, so I'm sweating in here. It's only 25 degrees. 24, I think, 25 outside. Oh, I can't remember which way around that goes. Yeah, 25 degrees in here, 24 outside, so it's hotter in here than it is outside. And then tomorrow, because I've got to go to work, I'm going to draw some holes down there, put the metal air vent on the outside. I'll finish it up tomorrow. But I'm in here topless, absolutely sweating. But yeah, I'll quickly show you the outside. That's the new drill bit set I bought. Just pushing that flap right open. And the drill's plugged into the shed. And that's the plate I got for the air vents. And that side of the shed near the ground. Tomorrow's job, I've got to go to work. Welcome back to making stuff, breaking stuff, and generally not knowing what I'm doing. There's the desk out in the shed. Still got some radios out here. There's a gap where the old radios used to be. Even the repeaters fell off and lopsided because I've been in the corner doing some wiring. And yes, the fans up. I've now put that light fitting up instead of the LEDs. That only uses 400 milliamp, 5 watt, 12 volt. That's wired to the relay, it's just behind there. So I can hang this back up on the shed door now. And it's wired up the correct way because last time off was on and off, not on was off. And now it's wired up off for off. See, on, off, on, off. It's baking light in here. Temperature's 25.3 degrees. I should be dropping. I've put the sensor for the thermostat near the inverter. No. Did I say the temperature sensor for the thermostat? Yeah. Sensor for the thermostat near the inverter. Measure the air temperature up here. There's one for the charge controller by the batteries. And I've got it set to come on 25 degrees. And then it goes off at 23 degrees. So when it's 23 degrees in here or less, the fan goes off. And when it hits 25 degrees, because these optimal temperature they work is 25 to 45 degrees. They'll still work at 60 degrees, but you're losing a lot more efficiency anyway. So when the air gets to 25 degrees in here, which is optimal temperature for these two things, the fan kicks in. So we've rewired the lights, put a new light up, let's turn that back on. And the fan, so now we've got to go and get the drill and drill 2 holes down there for air to be sucked in and put a vent on the outside. While I'm in my slippers. Forget the fan and the light are using 700 milliamps, 0.7 amps from having the fan on and the light. So even if I do leave the light on, it doesn't matter. The house is draining 0.8 watts, 0.7 watts at the moment. All that's on there is, I think, the lamp's on standby. The laptop's plugged in, but it's charged. The fan isn't on, or that would be saying like 50. And we've now hit 12 kilowatts of power used in the house from the double socket. Right, let's finish up out there because I'm sweating buckets now. I'll just shut the door. There's a bit of a gap down the door because it's a homemade door. Bit of a hole at the top where the corner fell off. But yeah, just seen how warm it is in here with the door shut and how much light I've got. That light's not great, but it's bright enough for in here. Because all I do now is the solar, all the radio stuff's in the house. I just haven't had a chance to unscrew these, therefore future go box. And take all these radios here and the printer. I need to get my printer in the house. I think the ink's all dried up in there from being out here in the heat. But the shed's pretty much obsolete now. It is literally just a solar shed. It was a radio shack, but it's now just a solar shed. Noticed that a minute ago. 35 volt solar panel, 3.5 amps coming in, and it's boosting it up to 8.4. So I've got 8.2 amps coming in. So it's the MPPT charge controller is boosting 3.5 amps to 8.2. I'm at the maximum. I can't have any more solar panels on this charge controller because it only does 60 volts. And if I put another panel in, it'll be like 62, 63 open circuit. These only like charging, these batteries only like charging at, why don't they focus? About 10 amps, I think it is. I don't want to put more than 10 amps in there. 15 amps, I can't remember. So there's the hole cutters I bought the other day, or turned up from Amazon the other day. Gonna go with two big ones, big hole there, big hole there. There's another flicker bulb I bought from Cornwall on eBay. Bit of bloody coming from China. It's all broken, reported the seller. There's the big one from the other day. So we'll get that swapped out for this 3-inch. Yep, 3-inch. So I've done that, 1.5 inches. Yeah, always measure your body parts. Well, the fan's on. That's a good sign. Stay knife. Cut these holes out a bit. If anyone wonders, oh, that fell off the wall. That was hanging up. That's the vibrations knocked the solder line down. That's a T2LT bazooka antenna. And now we're just going to tidy these up. Turn the light off so you can see the daylight. Tidy these up a little bit with the Stanley. And it has to be neat. And I should really seal, I might get around to it at some point, sealing the metal on the wood. But eventually all this solar stuff will be fixed into the trailer permanently. I'm just trying to get the trailer sorted. And then I'll transplant all the solar from the shed into the trailer. But for now, that will do. Excuse the massive Ultraflex positive battery wire hanging there. So there, plenty of daylight coming in. The vents are on, so I've got air intake, which is directly below all that stuff. I've just got to remember to shut the door when I leave, and the fan up and running. Champion. Oh, you can feel cold air coming in there. That's with this inner door open. So I came in, that was making a hell of a noise from having the drill going. So I was putting a few hundred watts in the drill. Oops, I always pushed the wrong button. Again, be a bit of cloud. 0.8 amps coming in there, 1.4 being boosted up. Let's go to the solar panel. Wrong button. 26 watts coming in. Must be a bit of cloud. It's cloudy today, but it's patchy. Keeps getting cloudy, getting sunny, cloudy, sunny, cloudy, sunny. Right, that's it for today. The solar shed is up to the specs I need. The 210 amp hour batteries are down there. The camera will not focus today. The fan's up, the light's up. Focus on it, there we go. That's working well. Going to hang this back up on the door. So the shed, fan's still going. Marvellous. Right, there's the old solder go box. Unplug the drill. I see that it's raining now. Done that just in time. There's a button to go get used to being the other way around, the correct way around.